NorCal, 209 King of Comedy. It's Rick without the K. James presents, in my opinion, podcast.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you for watching.
This is in my opinion podcast with Rick James. I got a very, very special, iconic guest here. You may have seen him on Couples Retreat on, if I'm correct, Rose's video with Outkast. Been on Dr. Dre's videos. And, of course, the very iconic Big Worm from Friday. So I want to thank Faizon Love for giving me some time here at my home club, Tommy T's. He just finished up his weekend here. Great show, I want to say, Faizon.
Thank you, man.
A great show.
Thank you.
I myself, we talked about it shortly. I myself got to host for you about 7 or 8 years ago. I know you probably don't remember, but I know
lightly
you
remember.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
I think you were the first one that actually complimented me on the shot glasses, where you was like, "Really? You show shot glasses?"
Yeah, you were doing merch back
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
I
So
was like,
yeah. I said, they're a cheap way to put my name out, and everybody always keeps them as souvenirs. So,
very smart.
but I watch a lot of DJ Vlad. I see you on DJ Vlad a lot. Love your interviews. Love that you're very outspoken. Love the fact that this cancer culture shit doesn't it seem like impede any of what you have to say. I just wanted to ask. I know everybody always asks about Friday, right? But what I want to know is you guys had some of the most fierce fucking comedians on there. There was you, Chris Tucker, DC Curry. I got to host for John Witherspoon before he passed away.
Yeah.
Pops was, Michael Blackston, Mike Epps. Have you guys ever thought about touring just you guys together? Because that would be a dope ass.
It's a lot of people on stage.
Yeah.
Yes. Nah.
I mean, you could cut it up, right?
Yeah, but who do you go? Who do you, because yeah, I mean, Chris and I did something a little bit like that early, which was crazy. Early on, it was his tour, but then they found out I was on it, and then but
How
that's
long
a lot
ago
of
was that?
comedians.
Was that like right after the movie?
Yeah.
In the 90s? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been a dope ass tour,
Oh,
that was
it was basically the Chris Tucker show, and I guess I was like a special guest or whatever. But I shoot a TV show, and I couldn't do a lot of dates because some of the dates was on Friday, and we were shooting a TV show, and you had to be in LA to film on Friday. So, yeah, this was.
And you and Chris, to my understanding, you guys go way back, right? You guys were roommates before.
No, we was never roommates. I could never.
Never roommates?
Never, no. He was roommates with one Mr. 100. We Maestro Clark, and I would just go pick him up, and we would just, I was never roommates. I stopped being a roommate when I was 17, 18. I was like, oh, fuck that. But yeah, I just hustle. But
Are you and Chris still on talking terms? You guys are still.
I haven't talked to Chris in years. Yeah, he's a whole different planet right now. So yeah, our paths don't cross like they used to. So yeah, we just all grown.
Is it because some of the interviews that I've seen with Chris is because he kind of is like a reborn Christian, doesn't want to curse on stage.
Who knows?
Sometimes you outgrow people. Is that
people
not really,
just weird? It's just weird. It was like, okay, motherfucker. People that knew us before can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. So I was like, hey, shit, that's what it is. I don't give a fuck. But we're missing a lot of money.
Oh.
Business wise, A lot of people want to see us together do stuff. And so, but he doesn't see it that way. So, we move on.
Well, hopefully you guys will cross paths again, and I know everybody that grew up. You got to understand. That was what I was going to say earlier too. Is I was kind of reading up on your background, and your dad was in the Navy, if I was correct.
Yeah.
My dad retired as a naval officer.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's
where?
that's how I was my dad was stationed out in Alameda before it got closed.
Okay.
So I went to middle school out in Alameda, and
Okay.
then some of my high school out here, and then they closed down the base. And then my dad moved to Jacksonville, Florida, North Carolina, Jacksonville, and then up to Bethesda, and that's where he retired. So when I was reading that about you, I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
My father retired in San Diego.
So
Yeah.
is that where you went to high school?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's where you got your comedy start, right?
Yes. And
And what year was that? Was that like
84?
really?
Yeah, 84, 85. What year did Running Scared come out? It was the year Running Scared came out. And I know that because I would tell my parents we were going to see the movie. They had a $2 theater in Nashville City, San Diego. And they were playing Running Scared. So I'd be like, yeah, we're going to see Running Scared. And I'm like, how many times are you going to see that movie? I'm like, it's a good movie. But I would go to the comedy store.
And I kind of wanted to put that out to the viewers only because, like, when I watch DJ Vlad, you get the timeline and you start talking about like other comics and stuff like that, where you're like, well, how long has Faizon been doing it? Because I don't think I saw that on the interview where I was like, but now that you put it out there, that 85, so you came up with Andrew Dice Clay, right? I mean, he would have been a class before you because he was already big by.
No, he was the
by
same
that.
class. No.
But that's
No.
Andrew Dice Clay, Damon Wayans, that's Dana Carvey, that's all these Jim Carrey, that's
Jim Carrey,
Jamie Foxx, which
I started before Jamie. I remember Jamie's first night on stage.
oh really?
Yeah.
Where at, in L.A. or in
San Diego at Smokies.
At Smokies. From that first night, did you look at him and be like, man, that dude's got something?
He was doing something that was funny. He was definitely funny. He was doing something with his heartbeat thing. Jamie's been a beast on stage. He was funny back then.
And I kind of bring Jamie up only because me and Mario, who features for you from time to time, I tell him, I'm like, Mario, you're kind of like a 2.0 version of Jamie Foxx. Like,
What do you mean?
Just the fact that he can sing, he tells jokes.
No, hold on. Hold on. I love
Again.
Mario, but I love Mario. Jamie Foxx is motherfucker.
Oh, well, obviously he's been doing it way longer.
I mean, he can motherfucker. I mean,
again, the way you probably see Jamie is the way I look at Mario because we're kind of in the same class. Where I see, I've been.
No. Jamie was singing, a singer. Like he was. I see. Mario.
Do you think he's a better comedian or a better singer, Jamie Foxx?
Oh no, he's well rounded. He's probably one of the most underrated comedians and musicians. I mean, Jamie, I think originally wanted to be a singer, and then they told him he didn't have the looks or something stupid, and then he just fell into the comedy more.
Oh, really?
But he's always been fucking with the music. I mean, and always.
Yeah, as far as I've seen on his interviews, he's a piano player. He grew up in Dallas, and he used to go in and do projects for everybody and anybody out there and get paid. He got paid pretty well, and then he moved out to LA, and then he said he started that, and then he got into one of the most iconic shows in my childhood.
No, Jamie. Jamie earned everything he has gotten from the bottom up. I've seen him work I've seen him get on stage and crush. I've seen, we used to do the Comedy Act Theater, and we would have to take the MARTA from the airport to the little shitty apartment we had. And I remember I've seen him work. See, a lot of people don't work. I've seen Jamie work and get on stage and smash with Bernie Mac, Damon Wayans, the strongest line. See, we had a strong lineup back then. So, say you have Robin Harris, T.K. Kirkland, Damon Wayans, Louis Dix, Jamie Foxx, D.L. Hughley. Now that's like one night,
Yeah.
and everything's out, and he would get up and smash. Imagine following
I heard Robin
Bernie Mac.
Harris. Obviously you were the voice, or those that don't know, the voice on Baby Kids, but
Yeah.
you got to meet Robin Harris. And I gotta say it like that because, like I said, I grew up watching House Party and just whip you when I wanna. That
Yeah.
just and then not knowing that
Well,
he
Robin
wasn't.
used to do that stuff on stage.
That's what I'm saying is I couldn't imagine being there and seeing the birth of those jokes, and seeing
Baby Kids. That was just joke on Baby Kids. I mean, he had so many. He had this joke I love about the preacher Tiny Lester taking him to this church in Compton. Who told that motherfucker he was a piccolo player? He said, I want the man that's sitting next to the man that's sitting next to the goddamn man. Move the leg. It was some brilliant motherfuckers, man. I mean, brilliant.
would you just hearing you on stage this past weekend too, because like I said, I've worked with you, but hearing some of the stories on stage where I was like, man, I said Faizon said he met Tupac. I was like, again, Faizon, I know to you, you're like, yeah, that was a weekend back in '92. Like, but I'm listening to you and being like, man, Pac was the fucking man when I was in high school. So
Yeah, I mean, he was the man. He was there, but we knew Tupac. I didn't, it's like.
Did you know Tupac when he was still with Digital Underground, or when
No, I met Tupac. Well, he kind of was when he was doing Round and Round. He was with them because he was with them because I was his first. When I first met him, we were all going to get tattoos with MC Breed, and we met him on Sunset. And me, MC Breed, and Pop, we did tattoos. And there was just be a tattoo parlor right across the street from the Comedy Store. And he was getting a tattoo. I forgot what. The fuck did he get?
So this must have been like right after he got beat up by the cops or whatever.
It was.
No.
It was. Yeah. It was. When did
That must have been what, 92?
No, right, 93. 93.
What's your feelings if Pac would have still been around now? Because I tell people, I think he would have been bigger than Martin or Malcolm. I think if they would have let that man grow up, Pac would have been a very intelligent dude. Very, I give him as one of my top 5 artists only because of his work ethic. I said that man recorded 20 years of music in fucking 5 years. And I said
he loved recording. I mean, that was his shit. He loved music. I mean, yeah. What are you saying? He would have. I mean, he did.
I mean, you met the man. I didn't. I'm just so by you meeting him, if he was still alive right now, where do you think he would be? You think he'd be? Because I feel like he'd be in some kind of government role, a senator or something. I think he would have grown.
I don't know about no government. I don't know about no government, but yeah, he was. Pac was always. He had a lot on. He was everywhere. We were young back then.
That's what I'm saying. He died when he was
26.
26? Yeah, I'm 42, and I didn't grow up till I hit 39. So
yeah, I mean, he had. Like I say, he had a lot of because saying the game was fairly new, and he was putting his puzzles and pieces together. He had the success on Death Row. Shit, I know he really only fucked with the Bay niggas. I know that for a fact.
Oh, really?
I know that for a fact. I mean,
It seemed like Shock G had mad love for him, and I tell people, I said I'm old enough where I've come on this stage and done.
You know who Pac loved and idolized?
Who?
Chico.
Because I know like Souls of Mischief and Delta Homo Sapien and RBL Posse and Mac Mall and like that's
Mac
the Bay
Mall.
Area that I remember. So
There was
you can tell me.
Pop.
I barely found out who Mr. Fab was.
Oh yeah, Mr. Fab.
So
Mr. Fab
yeah, I don't want to say that
Mr.
where.
Fab is the business.
Oh man, he killed it on Sway, man.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah. He does like an 8-minute just rant, and they give him words, and he just rap. Yeah, Mr. Fab he kills that shit on
That
Sway.
son of a pimp. Woo.
Don't Loonies, like that was my era when I was here. So
I
Yuck
remember
Mouth, all that.
Eazy-E giving me the Loonies Rescue on a CD. A song called 911. And Eric was like, listen to this. I was like, oh. It was basically the Loonies and Drew Down.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's another Bay rapper.
And that shit was going hard.
You're still trying to think who Chico is, huh?
I was just about to say his fucking name. Jesus.
One of the questions
Chico. Everybody knows Chico.
One of the questions I wanted to ask about Friday is: it seems like Ice Cube is kind of like a comic. We'll watch another comic, and we won't laugh out loud. We'll laugh internally because we're diagramming the joke and shit inside like a mathematical problem. Mm-hmm. So it's been told that like you can't break Cube from fucking laughing. So who
It's
would
hard,
you
but you
say?
can.
What?
It's hard, but you can.
So I was gonna ask who on Friday fucking could make that man like break character, just make him laugh his ass off, and he was like, "I got you, motherfucker."
Who couldn't make him laugh?
Like who could? Who couldn't? Who did?
Sure, we all made him laugh. He has his little. Cube laughs all the time, but it's just that's just you guys. Cube laughs all the time. It's not like that's the look, but he's a brainiac. he's a gangster nerd.
Gangster nerd.
Boy, Charlie Murphy, my main man, Rick James. That's the one you think, the comedian Rick James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you for watching.